Hello, Stampin' friends. Welcome to Bird's Nest Designs. My name is Denise Cox, Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Canada, and I am super excited to share with you another card featuring the Waves of Inspiration stamp set. Again, this is one of the cards created for my In Color Club, and this month for July of 2022, we're featuring Tahitian Tide as our color of the month. This is a super fun club, and each month the members get to make 3 cards featuring that in color for the month. So this is a card I'm going to create with you today. This is not a card I normally create. It's very flat. It's just inks, paper, and stamps, which is phenomenal, and a little extra at the end. But I thought it was really effective. It was really pretty, and I wanted to show you how simple and really highlight this beautiful tide stamp. So let's go ahead. If you're a member of my club, then you've already got the kit in front of you ready to go. If not, I'll give you the dimensions. There are only 3 pieces to this entire card. The card base in the kit is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and this is the thick basic white. So it's a little bit thicker than the regular basic white, and it's better for card base. It's a little more sturdy. So I'm gonna go ahead and fold that. I'm just looking at this thinking, man, that looks like a really large card base. Looks a little bit bigger, but I hold it up. Oh, no, it's the same. It's just a little bit deceiving. So now we've got 2 other pieces. We've got a piece of basic gray. Let me just grab my ruler. I don't want to mess up on the measurements. This one is 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. And then this one is just going to be an 1/8 of an inch smaller, so 3.5 by 4 3/4. The measurements will all be in the description of this YouTube video, along with a list of supplies you can purchase from my online store from anywhere in Canada. The links will be there as well. Just copy and paste those. So if you want to find out anything else about Bird's Nest Designs, you can visit createwithbirdsnest.ca, and you'll have all the links and all the information you want there. So those are our 3 pieces. I'm just going to set these to aside and let's do our stamping. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to take this big, beautiful, detailed stamp here, this gorgeous wave, and I'm going to stamp it in Tahitian Tide. I'm going to stamp it upside down, I'm going to ink it upside down just to make sure there's nice coverage over the whole stamp and make sure that I'm not missing anything. Okay, now that Tahitian Tide ink pad is still really juicy. It hasn't been used a whole lot yet. So I'm going to make sure this comes down because I want it to cover the bottom of my cardstock. Give it a little extra pressure. It is a beautiful detailed stamp. Make sure there's good ink transfer, and then I'm going to pull that off. Oh my goodness. Every time I stamp this wave, I'm in awe. It is so pretty. So there's our Tahitian Tide wave. Okay, then I'm going to use some Pacific Point, and we're going to use our blending brush right here, and we're going to just blend in and create the sky. Now I could have used Tahitian Tide again, but I wanted something a little bit different just to kind of tie it apart. So, or separate it, not tie it apart, goodness sakes. Okay, so blending brush, you saw me get some ink on there. I'm going to just put it in a circular motion on my scrap paper to make sure that big blob of ink comes off on my scratch paper instead of on my card front. And then I'm just going to kind of work it in and start just going over here. Now this is a nice dark color, so I'm not going to have to do this more than once. But if yours isn't coming out quite the same, then don't worry, just go ahead and ink it again. So that's all I want. I love how it has those white spots, kind of gives that misty, cloudy kind of look to our sky. So I'm going to leave it just as is. So that was super simple, really quick. A little bit of Pacific Point, one of these lovely blending brushes, and there we've got it. Okay, so now we're going to use some basic gray, and we're going to use our sentiment. Again, this is from Waves of Inspiration. I love all of the inspirational sayings on this stamp set. I've used them a number of times already, but this one says, "Your strength is an inspiration." And we're going to go ahead and we're just going to ink that up and stamp that up here in the corner. So again, you could have layered that up. We could have, you know, put on some dimensionals and really separated it. But I really wanted to highlight how beautiful this wave is. And now I'm going to just stamp the little bird. Again, basic gray. Ooh, I don't like when that happens. Now I want to try and fix that, but I don't know if that's gonna work. So, well, we can try it, I guess. No, I'm not even gonna try. We're just gonna leave it like that. Maybe put a third one in just to distract away from that one. We'll put one like this. So it looks like they're flying together. Yeah, good enough. There's no mistakes in stamping, just room to embellish, right? Or add extra birds. No big deal. All right, so there you've got the front of the card, and it is beautiful. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit of extra pizzazz, a little sparkle, a little shimmer, and we're gonna use the Wink of Stella. I'm really hoping I grabbed the right one. So I'm just gonna give that a little shake. I haven't used it in a bit. And look how, I don't know, I hope you guys can see in the video how shiny and shimmery that is. I'm gonna just practice a bit on my scratch paper here. There on here, it does say push. So when you want a little extra, just give that a push, but don't go crazy because I've had it happen where it just kind of explodes everywhere. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is just give that a little whirl, and then I'm just gonna come over and I'm gonna go over top of the wave, and you can see what's happening. Hopefully you can in the camera. It's kind of blending that Tahitian tide. And also at the same time, it's adding some lovely sparkle, although, oh, there we go. Okay. Just had to get this one started. It was kind of a little slow out of the gate there. Okay, so here we go. We're just giving that some shimmer. It's blending. Oh, see there's a bit too much there, but then if we're quick, we can just spread it, okay? Who am I kidding? There's never really too much glitter. Okay. All right, so there we've got it. Now there is, that spot is going to be a little bit darker, but it's okay. I'm trying to see if I have a piece. I'll just use my cleaning cloth here and just dab at that just a wee bit. See if I can get some of that excess off. There we go. Okay, look at that. Can you guys see in the camera? I hope you can. The shimmer and the shine on that wave now, and the extra little bit of blending. It's not a lot, but it is very subtle and it's effective. So that's what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna just take that, layer it on top of our basic gray. Oh my goodness. My glue does not want to come out. Maybe it's empty already. Okay, well, we're not going to fuss with that. We'll just use the Stampin' Seal. We'll go ahead and we'll put this on. So we're just going to have a really, like a 1/16 of an inch border. So nice and narrow, just tying in that basic gray. And that Wink of Stella does take a bit of time to dry. So just, you know, don't be rubbing it too much or else you'll end up with sparkle everywhere, which, depending on who you ask, isn't a big deal. And then we're just going to pop that right on top. No dimensionals, just, again, Stampin' Seal. And there we are, done. Super easy, really pretty card. No extra layers, no dimensionals, but super pretty because of this gorgeous, gorgeous stamp wave in the Waves of Inspiration stamp set. So this stamp set can be found in the annual catalog for the 2022-2023 Stampin' Up! Annual. You can also find it on my online store, createwithbirdsnest.ca, and you'll have all the shop links there. I would love to have you as a customer if you live in Canada and don't already have a demonstrator you shop from. If you need a catalog, head on over to my website as well, and there's a request a catalog link there, and I'd be happy to send you one anywhere in Canada. All right, so there we have it. As I mentioned, this was one of the cards for my Tahitian Tide In Color Club for July 2022. All 3 cards have videos on my YouTube channel, and here's the other 2. So if you'd like to check them out, head on over and do so. If you liked today's video and you like this really simple card, then please leave me a comment. I'd love to know what you think. Subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up. It all means the world to me, and it's really simple to do. It only takes a few seconds. So thanks everybody for being here. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments or reach out to me. I'm happy to help. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you all back real soon.